Hey warriors, welcome back to the channel. I watched my best friend destroy himself, trying to be the good guy. He gave everything, forgave everyone, sacrificed his peace for people who wouldn't even remember his name. 3 years later, I saw him again. He wasn't broken anymore. He was ruthless. And he told me something I'll never forget. The world didn't change. I did. I stopped being easy to break. That sentence haunted me. Because it wasn't just his story. It was mine. And it's yours too. Right now, there are 2 versions of you. Version 1, the one that explains, apologizes, tolerates, and keeps hoping people will change. You bend over backward for understanding, for respect, for love. But the more you give, the less they see your value. Then comes version 2, the silent one, the certain one, the one who doesn't argue, doesn't beg, doesn't chase. They simply remove, without noise, without guilt, without warning. You've been living as version 1 for too long, and it's killing you. It's made you soft where you should be sharp, kind where you should be calculated. Machiavelli once said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." He wasn't glorifying cruelty. He was teaching control. Today, I'm going to show you how to awaken version 2, the ruthless version of you. The one Machiavelli wrote about, the one people sense but can never manipulate. There are 8 transformations that separate these 2 versions of you. Each one demands a sacrifice. Each one burns a piece of your old self. But if you stay until the end, you will walk away unrecognizable. You will stop seeking peace from others and start generating it from within. You will learn the art of becoming untouchable, because this world will break you unless you become ruthless. Drop this in the comments, I will not break again. 1. Stop giving yourself to the ungrateful. Your greatest weakness was never your heart. It was where you placed it. You've been bleeding energy into black holes, feeding people who feast on your light, but never reflect it. You kept forgiving, helping, explaining, hoping one day they'd finally see your worth, but they never do. Because in the psychology of power, what's freely given is subconsciously devalued. People assume if you give too easily, it's because you need to be liked. And once someone senses your need, they own you. Machiavelli said, "Men are quicker to offend one who is loved than one who is feared." The ungrateful exploit your goodness because they don't fear losing it. They know you'll stay. They know you'll forgive. They know your heart is a revolving door that never locks. That's not compassion. It's self-delusion. The truth is simple. People remember pain, not kindness. They respect consequences, not explanations. Every time you tolerated disrespect, you trained them to see you as disposable. Every time you explained your worth, you confirmed that you had to prove it. The world doesn't destroy the kind. It destroys the harmless. Stop thinking you owe anyone loyalty just because you once cared. Your care is a privilege, not a right. Give it only to those who have earned it through respect. Everyone else should feel the sharpness of your absence. Detachment is your defense. Indifference is your revenge. Drop this in the comments. My kindness has limits. 2. Turn pain into power. Pain is the purest teacher because it never lies. It doesn't flatter your ego. It exposes it. It burns away illusions until only truth remains. The weak drown in pain because they chase fairness. The ruthless rise because they chase control. Machiavelli wrote, "Never waste the opportunity offered by a good crisis. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss is information. It tells you where your weakness hides." The ruthless study their suffering like scholars. They don't cry for closure. They create power. They don't curse betrayal. They study patterns. They don't drown in emotion. They extract advantage. Pain is the forge where dominance is born. Once you survive your own fire, no one can burn you again. Drop this in the comments. My pain builds power. 3. Kill the need to be understood. The hunger to be understood is a prison for the powerful. You explain, justify, defend, but they don't listen to understand. They listen to categorize. Every word you spill becomes ammunition for their control. Understanding equals manipulation. That's why the ruthless remain silent. They let others guess, project, and assume, and in that confusion they remain untouchable. Power doesn't justify itself. It simply exists. Let them misunderstand. Let them label you cold, arrogant, detached. Every false assumption they make becomes armor on your skin. Machiavelli said, "He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command." Command requires restraint. Silence creates tension, and tension creates respect. Drop this in the comments. My silence speaks power. 4. Don't beg. Begging is emotional slavery. The moment you chase what's walking away, you shrink in value. Detachment isn't coldness. It's control. It's the skill of walking away from anything that threatens your peace, no matter how much you wanted it. The ruthless don't beg for closure. They create endings. They don't chase love. They command respect. They don't plead. They vanish. Machiavelli said, "He who is not master of himself cannot be master of others." Indifference burns colder than hate and lasts longer than love. When you stop reacting, you become unreadable. When you're unreadable, you become feared. Drop this in the comments. I choose peace over people. 5 boundaries are your armor. Without boundaries, your life is an open gate. Anyone can walk in, drain you, and leave you hollow. You've been told saying no is selfish, but the absence of boundaries is self-betrayal. Forgiveness without consequence is submission. Mercy without structure invites chaos. Machiavelli said, "He who allows himself to be deceived is deserving of deception." Boundaries are not cruelty. They are clarity, and clarity terrifies manipulators. When you calmly enforce your limits, you communicate dominance. When you withdraw access, you announce your worth. Drop this in the comments. My boundaries protect me. 6. Master the art of silence. Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. The loud crave power. The silent possess it. Machiavelli wrote, "Never reveal all your thoughts, for it makes you predictable and vulnerable." The one who can predict you can control you. Silence makes you unreadable. Unreadability creates fear. Every pause builds pressure. Every withheld word commands the room. Let your calm unsettle them. Let your quiet expose their chaos. The one who speaks least often rules the most. Drop this in the comments. My silence controls chaos. 7. Never show full loyalty. Loyalty without limits is slavery in disguise. Give it blindly, and it becomes your chain. Machiavelli warned, "A wise man ought never to make himself depend wholly on one person." The loyal are predictable, and predictability is death in power. Your loyalty must be strategic, given by reason, not emotion. The powerful wear loyalty like a cloak, visible but removable. They serve alliances that serve purpose. They stay sovereign within every bond. Never attach your loyalty to a person. Attach it to your mission. Drop this in the comments. My loyalty is earned, not owed. 8. Become untouchable. Untouchable is not cruel. It's complete. It's when no betrayal can shake you, no insult can wound you, no manipulation can reach you. Machiavelli wrote, "He who is master of himself is master of all." To become untouchable, you must cut every string that others pull. Detach from the need to be loved. Detach from the need to explain. Detach from the need to be understood. You are no longer a reflection of others' opinions. You are the embodiment of your own strategy. You no longer seek validation. You generate power. You no longer react. You calculate. Your calm becomes terrifying. Your silence becomes sacred. Your presence becomes law. That is Machiavellian mastery. Control over the only kingdom that truly matters, yourself. Drop this in the comments, nothing can break me. The world will test you. It will betray, deceive, and punish you for being soft. But every betrayal now becomes a lesson. Every loss becomes leverage. Every wound becomes wisdom. You've learned to stop giving to the ungrateful, to turn pain into power, to kill the need to be understood, to detach, to build boundaries, to master silence, to wield loyalty with calculation, and to rise untouchable. This is not luck. This is strategy. This is evolution. Machiavelli said, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." Today, you choose wisdom. You choose control. You choose ruthlessness. In its most disciplined, silent, and sovereign form, walk through life without apology, command without announcement, rise without permission. The world will notice, but only after it's too late to stop you. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. I am untouchable now.